What's up, everybody? I got Bevo from Bevo's Flips here doing a video about what's actually selling on eBay right now. It's the middle of August. I think it's August 20th, 21st, something like that. I've been down under the weather a little bit the last few days, so I don't know what day it is. You have to bear with me. My voice is a little off, but I'm doing the best I can. Gotta keep rolling with it. So this is what's selling. This is what's going out the door. These are the items that are working for me as far as what's selling on eBay, and maybe you can catch something here that you didn't know about or forgot about, and maybe pick up, make some extra money on it for yourself. If you're thinking about doing this, or if you're doing it already, or if you're small time, want to go full time, it's a tough transition, but you know, we've all been there. So be glad to help any way I can grow, and please let me know if I can. So I hope you enjoyed this content. Please like, subscribe, comment. If you don't like it, please let me know what we can do better. I'm pretty hard on myself, so I see a few things already, like this Ring camera light. So I don't know what to do about that in the middle of this video, but we're working on that, so bear with me. Appreciate anybody watching this, liking, subscribing, comment, all that means a lot. We're trying really hard to get better at this. It's pretty tough for a dinosaur like me, but hope I can make you laugh a little because I'm pretty stupid. Hope you enjoyed the content. Please stay tuned for what's sold. All right, so we sold this vintage Masters of the Universe Sorceress action figure. This one's vintage, came from the 80s. It's complete. It's got the staff there, the wings, with the headdress, in really great shape, minimal paint wear. Limbs are nice and tight. These things are very important when you want to get maximum value out of an action figure. This one sold for $149.99. The better shape, the better the money. This one might be worth being graded. Graded figures are worth more, just like baseball cards. When it comes to action figures, especially the vintage ones, pay attention to the differences and the variants that may be out there. Some little minute detail could be worth an extra $50. You never know. Like with Star Wars, there's several different Luke Skywalker figures. The ones from 1985, Power of the Force, those are more valuable than some of the ones from the 70s. I've sold a gun from that figure for $199, just for the little piece of plastic gun. There's reproductions out there to watch out for as well, mainly on Star Wars. But if you're out picking out vintage toys and you don't know what you're doing, there's plenty of websites for information on what goes with each figure, what to look out for fakes. Do a little bit of homework if you end up with a score of old toys, or just sell them to me and I'll take care of it. But other than that, and feel free to reach out to me. I'll be happy to help if I can. I'm not the world's expert on these things, but I do have a decent knowledge on vintage toys. Again, this one's going out for $149.99, came out of a storage unit. This one's just pure profit at this point. That we've been in the profit on that one for a long time. It just continues to pay off. Got a ton of inventory left, so the gift that keeps on giving. Okay, next we got this Penn 5500 SS spinning fishing reel. This came out of a large haul that I got from an old fishing store down by the river. If you saw my last video, I went up to this cool old fishing store. Got to be the first one there to pick it. Got a bunch of reels, bait, some random stuff, tackle boxes, watches, knives. One of the knives you saw earlier or before. I don't know where this is going to be on the edit, but this one sold for $125. So one of the higher end reels for sure. Some of them are not very high end at all. Probably going to try to sell locally, but happy to have this one. Happy to have it go out the door. This is brand new in the box, new old stock. The box is a little rough, but you can't catch a fish with a box, so I think it'll be okay. Maybe this is a collector's item at this point, not sure. Came with the wrapping, the paperwork, the warranty claim, and all that. I think the warranty is expired. If you're looking to sell stuff online, fishing stuff sells well. Vintage fishing stuff, especially the lures, the old wooden lures with glass eyes, can be stupid money. Great condition, crazy money. So put that in your Rolodex of things in the brain to look for. If you have the chance to go pick at an old fishing store, go do it. It's probably not something you get to see every day at a thrift store, flea market, or yard sale, but you never know what you come across. So keep these in mind. Hope you can find some, make some great money. All right, we sold this Halloween creator and composer John Carpenter's Triumphant Return. This is a limited Bloody Puddle vinyl. I think it's limited to like 500 pressings. I think it's sold for $62.50. I think it's going overseas. This item came out of a storage unit, the best one we've had so far. So this is just pure profit, straight to the bottom. Gotta love that. It's helping pay for some other ones. Vinyl records can be tough. There's a lot out there. There's a lot out there that are worth nothing. Sealed, limited pressings, certain vintage ones are what you really want to look out for. Conditions, everything. Really hard to ship these. You got to get the right box. The boxes are expensive. You can't just slap it in a mailer and send it out the door. You've got to protect these things really well, especially the corners. I kind of go above and beyond when it comes to these higher end records. You don't want to ship a $300 record in a 30-cent box you got from your neighbor's Amazon package. So there's that. Just wanted to throw that out there. If you're thinking about selling vinyl, the customers are very condition oriented. So keep them in mind when you're getting ready to ship it out to them. Like I said, this one's brand new right now, so it needs to be brand new when it gets to them. So be on the lookout for these kind of crazy horror stuff and heavy metal. Heavy metal does well. All right, we sold this Stream USB 2.0 DVD super writer. Some sort of computer component, PC parts, laptops, whatever. Don't know a whole lot about computers, so know how to use them barely. But this one went out the door, $22, $24, I think. Came out of a storage unit, so not sure exactly what this one cost me. That storage unit is pure profit at this point, so it's helping cash flow the next buy. I could have got probably a little more out of this one, took an offer just for cash flow. Got to keep it rolling in so we can go back out and put some in the pocket. Some goes to the next haul. So you gotta manage your finances well, or you'll just be stuck with inventory and no cash flow. So moving on from that topic, so if you see stuff like this, sealed, still in the box, pick it up for a good price. There's a big market out there for computer components. Even some of the older stuff we've sold well. Not as hot as the newest tech. Still a market for other stuff. Good luck finding these things in the wild, in the jungle. All right, we sold this Browning lockback pocket knife. I think we sold it for $22.50 on an offer. Sold in about 2 days. This came out of that large fishing haul that I just did a video on, if you saw that. If you didn't, go check it out. It was a pretty fun experience. Got to see some old friends and got to see a lot of cool stuff. Picked up a lot of cool stuff that you'll be seeing hopefully a lot in the future on these videos. A bunch of knives in this lot. Easy to ship these things. Go in an 8x, 6x4, or that's what I usually use for small items. So cheap box, easy to ship. Gotta love it. Not much else I can say about the knife. Knives sell really well for me. I usually haven't had a knife last longer than a couple of weeks on eBay. I've had a lot of decent knives, Gerber, Case, this Browning. So I'm sure that helped. So be on the lookout for old pocket knives. There's a really large following of collectors there. So if you don't know about pocket knives, there's a lot to learn. But the best way to learn is to buy one, and then you'll learn more about that. So best of luck finding these out in the wild. All right, we got this Quantum Tour Edition Baitcaster US 600 6-ball bearing system. This is made by Zebco, their Quantum line. New old stock in the box, came from the fishing haul video that I did. If you haven't seen that one, check it out. Probably said that too much by now, but hey, plug myself. Originally $149.95. I think this one sold for $49.95, so got a little bit of depreciation going on here. But it's okay. I didn't pay $149 for it. So still got a long way to go to be in the profit on this haul, but these $30, $40, $50 bills help. So this one came with a box, all the paperwork, instructions. I think there's a bag there for it as well. Brand new, never been fished. Really like the box, so might be a collector's item here. So hopefully somebody enjoys it, catches some good fish, or it sits good on the shelf for it. All right, we got this Quantum Tour Professional Baitcaster, I believe. Came out of the fishing lot that I bought from this big crazy haul that I got in one of my videos. Check that one out. I think this one sold for, got two similar ones. One sold for like $31. The other one sold for $49, I think. So this one comes with all the paperwork, inspection card there by Margaret Bryant. Way to go, Margaret. This one did good. Finally sold it. You can retire now, I hope. This was probably from the 90s, so she probably put some years in. But anyways, it's a great shape, new old stock. Never been fished. So hopefully somebody's going to catch some good fish with this one. Maybe some good eating. Get in my belly. But yeah, not much else to say about this one. All right, we got this U.S. Navy Donald Duck hat here, vintage. I think it's from the 40s, 50s. Sold for $24.99. Took about 3 or 4 weeks to sell. This item came out of a storage unit. We're still not profitable on that one yet, but it's pretty early on in the horizon for that one, so this will help us get us there. If you're new to eBay, searching for things to sell, you come across some old military stuff. It does really well. Medals, uniforms, paperwork, all sorts of stuff, photographs. They all do well. So as with anything, do your research. Little things matter: condition, scarcity, and if there's a collector out there for it. But happy this one sold, and hope somebody is very happy with it. Hope to get a few more in the future. Stay tuned. So this Grassroots California hat, limited edition for $29.99. Took about 3 months to sell. This hat came out of a storage unit. The first unit we bought. Don't have an exact per item cost on that yet. We'll have to wait till everything sells. Hope it sells before we get an idea of per profit per item. But this one sold for $29.99. Took 3 months. These hats actually sell pretty well. This one's in pre-owned condition, in pretty good shape. Going back out to California. Hope they enjoy it. All right, up next we got this Abu Garcia Ambassadeur 5501-C3. It's a left-hand model. He's a lefty, a little southpaw. Really cool reel, black, stainless steel, some gold lettering. So this is vintage, new old stock. Came out of the fishing video that I did. If you haven't seen it, check it out. So never been fished, never been used. Box is a little, old and cranky, but so am I. Vintage fishing stuff, check it out. This one sold for $50, I think. I've sold 4 of them in like 2 or 3 days. Same model, had 4 of these. All sold for anywhere from I think $41 to $55 total. I think I'm had them listed for $70. Took offers on all of them. Got to have that cash flow rolling in so I can spend it back out, put some in the pocket, move these on down the road. So again, check out vintage fishing stuff. Keep an eye out for it, especially if you get a chance to get the new old stock stuff. Hope you see this and maybe see them out in the wild and make some money on them. All right, best of luck. All right, we sold this Hay Adams coaster set from hotel in DC. I think the bar's name is Off the Record. These things have been selling really well. Sold, I don't know, so probably sold about 100 of these so far for about $10 a piece. So that's $1,000. Came out of a storage unit. First one we bought, so it's just going to help us break even on that one and hopefully make a little money because it cost a fortune on that one. These were sold really well. I don't know that I would see these very often in a thrift store or yard sale locally here, but if you're around the DC area and you're at this bar, you might be put some of these in your pocketbook, your pocket, and sell them on eBay. You'll pay for an old-fashioned. What's that here? Pretty tasty there. So political cartoons, anything political, worth looking up. Make some money on it. People like this stuff. There's a lot of collectors of these coasters out there. So happy to have them. Glad to see them go out the door. All right, we sold this GE vintage headset radio set here. Still in the package. New old stock. Sold for $17 on an offer. Came out of that haul we got from the fishing store in my previous video. So, not much to say about this. I mean, these old Sony Walkmans do really well. Sold one of those for like $100 before. So if you see old school Walkmans, old school MP3 players, stuff like that, see if it's worth picking up for you. Again, this one's new old stock. I probably wouldn't have bought this at a yard sale or something unless it was like $1. I don't like fooling with stuff under $20 very often, but when it comes in a large haul, you kind of piece it together and there's profit to be made. So don't mind selling these and happy to see them to go to somebody. Hope they enjoy them. All right, we sold this Harley Davidson motorcycle license plate cover here. Marina Del Rey, California, Bartels Harley Davidson. I think it sold for $20. Came out of a storage unit, the first one we bought, so helping us break even there, we hope. That one cost a fortune, so every little bit helps. We got a nickel and dime it, but we're making it. Anyways, check it out. Harley Davidson stuff does really well. Clothes, vintage t-shirts, parts, paraphernalia, whatever you want to call it. I've done really well on some Harley stuff. Sells pretty quick. This one took about 3 months to sell. So don't know how much I have in it, so can't tell you a profit margin or any of that stuff. But this one sold for 20 bucks. New in package, new old stock. So be on the lookout for Harley stuff. All right, we got these North Face boots here we sold for 49 bucks. Paid $14.99 for them at a thrift store. Usually don't pay $15 for shoes at a thrift store, but these are in really great shape. Comps were good. Took about a month to sell, maybe a little less. Nice boots, nice shape. So if you see these out in the wild, pick them up. North Face doesn't usually do that well for me, actually, compared to Patagonia, but again, the comps were great on these. Went ahead and picked them up. Condition was great. Not a lot of wear on them. A little bit there. I cleaned them up a little bit, but, not too bad. Put them back on my spinner there. Shadows aren't too bad, but again, I think we're going to make, 25 bucks on these after it's all said and done. Once we figure out that eBay fee algorithm, we'll know how much we made. All right, we got another fishing lure here. This is a TCI Libra. I believe that's what it is. Got a really cool wooden handle on this thing. It looks like mahogany. I don't know. It's nice. Don't know a lot about fishing lures, but this one sold for $47.25. Took about 3 days to sell. Came out of my fishing haul that I did a video on. So vintage fishing lures, vintage fishing reels, any fishing reel that's new in the box. Going to do well on if you can pick it up for the right price. Everything's about how you buy it. So this one's going to Australia. Love shipping stuff all over the world. Pretty cool. Love eBay's shipping international program. Great for the buyer, great for the seller. Love Australia. Never had a bad time with somebody from Australia. If you meet somebody from Australia at a party, hang out. Just park a chair right there. You're going to have fun. Kind of like somebody from Louisiana. Never had a bad time with somebody from Louisiana. But anyways, maybe it has something to do with fishing. I don't know. But this one's cool, man. It's got a lot of like gold trim, silver. Like I said, these are new old stock, brand new in the box. Cool stuff. So check them out. If you find some, might be able to sell them. All right, we sold a lot of 8-track tapes here. I think there's 5 of them sold for $14, I believe. These came out of a storage unit, so I don't really pick up a lot of 8-tracks out in the wild by themselves, but if it's something sealed, new in package, the right person, the right band, might be worth picking up. Got to check the comps on them. We got KC and the Sunshine Band, a couple of those. I think there's an ABBA, Carpenters, and Jim Croce. Can't go wrong with Jim Croce. He's probably the best one of the group here. Gone too soon on that one, but these took about 3 months to sell. Again, it came out of a storage unit, so it's helping us be profitable on that unit. Nothing crazy here price-wise, but after fees and everything else, I might make about 7 cents on this. So might buy me a licorice or something. I don't know. Go down to Ike Gotzi's store and get a licorice. All right, so that's about it on these. A lot of 5 sold for 14 bucks. I'm going to go ahead and retire now, so thank you. All right, here we got a Gerber lockback pocket knife, new old stock in the package. Got the paperwork, never been used, never cut nothing. Sold for 20 bucks, took about 3 or 4 days to sell. Pocket knives do really well, so if you find old pocket knives or new old stock pocket knives, or just used pocket knives, depending on the right brand, the right model number, they can do really well. Old case knives sell crazy, good money. Bought a bag at a yard sale the other day for like 10 bucks, had a bunch of old knives in it and a bunch of old fountain pens. Fountain pens are really worth checking out, especially the right brand. Sorry about the shadows here. I'm going to get better at that. Trying something new out here, so bear with me. Anyhow, check out pocket knives. Put that on your list of things to look for. They do really well. And then you are allowed to sell pocket knives on eBay. You can't sell guns, but you can sell pocket knives. So check them out. Make some money on it. Good luck. All right, we sold this MTV Backstage Pass for a staff member. Got a bunch of these out of a storage unit. Came in a giant Ziploc bag full of a bunch of different kind of bands, MTVs, various types of Backstage Passes, stickers. This is the first one that sold. It's been up for 3 months or so. Trying to bundle them up and sell them that way. Sell them individually. Sell them at yard sales. I think I sold a few at a yard sale actually, but this is the first one that sold on eBay. Sold for $10. So after fees and shipping and all the costs and the government, I'll probably make, probably owe somebody something. So great. Can't wait to see that bill. The back of the pass says Auto. That's the brand. That's who's making all the Backstage passes, I believe. So if you see that, pick it up so you can help pay eBay and taxes and all that and make no money. Just kidding. A little sarcasm. Happy to move it down the road, make a couple dollars. So be on the lookout for those, especially some of the rare band stuff. You find some Zeppelin or Hendrix or Janis Joplin, that kind of stuff. You know, good money in that. So if you do find it, let me know. I might want to buy it. Sold a pair of Sperry loafers here for, I think, $25. I picked them up at Goodwill for $5.99, I believe, or $8.99, or at Goodwill it could be $99.99. I don't know. They're really proud of their Sperry's. I saw one set over there for one pair for $32.99. Good luck. But anywho, took an offer on these. Go ahead and move them on. Make a few dollars here, and that's how you make money in this game. Just keep making your profit and keep flipping stuff. Not everything's going to make you $100 an item, so I'll take $5-10 here and there all day long. Happy to sell these and hope they go to good use. Encarta Encyclopedia Standard 2001 edition for $19.99, I believe. This thing came out of a storage unit. Pure profit on this one, so we're doing great. Had a bunch of software and games and vinyl, just crushing it out of this unit, helping pay for some of the other units at the moment, but we're getting there on those as well. So keep an eye out for sealed old software. Some of it can do really well. Some of these folks are using old equipment and it goes down on them. They need that compatible stuff, so it still sells. $20 if you can get it cheap enough. Pick these up, especially when they're sealed. Sold a bundle of Looney Tunes, cartoons, Tom and Jerry, DVDs here, a set of 3, lot of 3. Didn't make $3, I bet. Bundled them up to try to help skirt some fees and make $1 on it. I think I probably made more like a nickel. I make a nickel, eBay makes a dime. That's why I own company time. You ever heard that saying? You're from the country. That's it. All right, we sold this pair of pants here. I can't pronounce it. I'm not going to try to butcher that. So there's the tag. Sold for $60 in a matter of, I don't know, 2 weeks or so. I took an offer on it. They were listed at $80. First bite at $60. I jumped on it. Come out of a storage unit. Help us get profitable there. So I'm not going to wait around all day trying to get $80 when somebody's trying to hand me $60. I'll take it. We're going to move these down the road and on to the next one. All right, we sold this 8.5 sealed DVD. I don't know, never heard of it. Sold for $10, $12, $14, something like that. Took a month or two to sell. Came out of a storage unit, so this is just pure profit now. Great stuff. I'll take 100 of these all day long. Sold this Copenhagen Starbucks mug here for $42.50 on an offer. Paid $2.99 for it. Took about a day, 2 days to sell. Quick flip, gotta love it. Starbucks, you are here. Not anymore. Sold a pair of New York Giants Super Bowl, whatever, whiskey glasses here, tumblers. Sold for $27.99. Got about $4 or $6 in them total. Pretty good profit. Sold in about 2 weeks. It was on one of my first videos of what I picked up one day at a thrift store, so it didn't take long. We like it. Moving on down the road. Sold this Rawlings baseball glove for $40.75. Came out of a storage unit, so not exactly sure of a per item cost yet on that one, but it's about 10% of what we paid for the unit, so I think we're going to be okay there.